Hi everyone, if you're watching this video, this is about doing things as simple as this. This is me just chilling on the beach, happens to be Chesil Beach in Weymouth, or around the corner from Weymouth, having a really cool holiday. That's my workout. I cannot be bothered with any of the gyms and the diets and all the rest of it. I study human performance so I can live a real life rather than the fake life that kind of is the modern way of trying to keep fit. It's boring. It's expensive. It doesn't get where you want to do, and particularly it doesn't teach you anything about what you're capable of. So I thought when I was young, about 13, I kind of went on this journey thinking, do you know what, if you understood how the body worked, wouldn't you then be able to master it and do really cool things? And turns out I can. And the thing is, I don't come from a sporty background. I don't come from a fitness background. I come from more academic, more engineering, and arty. My mum was an artist. So none of this stuff that's, again, sporty and running around doing amazing things. So again, all that stuff seemed beyond what I could do. Anyway, I carried on looking at it because I am an engineer at heart. Really, I think that way in depth. I like to take things apart and put them together. But I love biology. And taking biology apart and putting it back together, well, that's harder, isn't it? When you take part biology, you break it, and you can't do that with humans. And when surgeons do it, they really need to know what they're doing. Now, that knowledge, so I'm not a surgeon, I'm not a doctor. I went down the route doing exercise science and degree in sports science and things like that, all because I wanted to study human performance, not just fix people who've broken their body or whatever, which is doctors. Wanted human performance. And now I'm sharing. I was like, how do I share this? Because there's no one out there doing this. They do little bits, but what I wanted to do is just say, I want to be a human. Just live a life, and in that life, do some cool stuff that impressed me. Turns out, when I think back through, what would I call it? This is my experience of, it's me showing you what I've come to call it, adventures. If adults are having adventures, they're actually playing, and I wanted you to play. Play is when you're having fun. You're challenging yourself, but you're being you first, okay? Not last, but first. Gyms never ask you what you really want in life. They just say, well, what do you want? Pick a goal. I want to lift this, or I want to look this like this. I'm like, come on. Your life isn't about how much you weigh. It's not about how much you can lift. Who cares? Really not bothered. Okay, so again, you won't see pictures of me with a washboard stomach because I don't have one, because I like food too much, and that's my attitude to food. I want to eat really good food. Now, at a distance, I'm just a normal guy, and that's fine. I don't really get stared at the beach, which is fine, because I'm not huge. If you knew how much I ate, you'd go, how are you not huge? And that's my point. Because a lot of people tell me, they're like, but you're perfectly fine. Yes, I fit into all my clothes, but I couldn't care less about looking brilliant and looking ripped and all that. It bores me. Okay, so this is just, that's my old video. Okay, I'm practicing these videos because I am not good yet. What's it doing there? There we go. Okay, fine. So I do want comments on how to make this better. I want comments on how to make this faster and get the concept across. But this is just a video introducing the very concept of how do you apply human performance so you can have the best holidays ever and therefore have the best life ever. That's a simple way of saying it, okay? And what I'm saying is it starts at home, like anything else. Because if you went back in history, you'd find humans as we are, that actually opens Jellyfish Castles, opens into here. What we used to do was this, actually. If you ever thought of what ancestors did, didn't they just do this with the kids? Pictures all, this is us just, I put it on the site there. I don't really like showing myself, all right? I kind of, not in the rush to be in the limelight, but this is actually seen old stuff. This is in the middle of a castle, and a picture. I love getting photos. Point of the adventures is just to get really good photos and memories. If you're getting good photos, you're having fun, you're having a laugh. And these are memories you're going to have for the rest of your life. Tigger, of course, the holiday is all about Tigger, of course, isn't it? We're showing our little one, our little boy there, who's a bit older now. This is quite a while ago. Tigger's taking us on treasure hunts, okay? That's all we're doing. Now that's my workout. The point being, though, is that your body adapts to what you do regularly. That is what nature is about. We know that all the animals that we see outside don't have an NHS or doctors to go through. They have to hunt for their food. They have to gather for their food, whatever they are. We aren't the only hunters and gatherers, okay? So we still need to hunt and gather. So if you see what we're doing here, we're hunting and gathering, aren't we? We're hunting for stuff, for places to eat, for fun, things to do. We're looking for rocks. We're skimming rocks. I mean, that's what we're doing here. We're looking. What we actually found here is we found jellyfish. There was this whole wave of jellyfish who were just going on the beach, and it was a phenomenon in Weymouth. And my dude loved it. And I've seen bigger ones than this actually, but he was loving it, and it was great. And we climbed over the rocks. Now the point is, I want to be able to do stuff like this. So when you sit down on furniture, the thing I learned from the Romans and the Greeks is they didn't use furniture because they found out that when you have furniture all the time, you lose your ability to sit on the floor comfortably. So I didn't realise that, but Romans all sat on the floor comfortably. So they had spas. And of course, talking about spas is not boring and dull. A lot of people like that. And you see this bit of history here, that was built by King Henry VIII. So I'm exploring old places, learning about this. And all I'm doing is what our ancestors would have done. Explore the land. That's really what these pictures are about. And they're about an inspiration, saying, look, when I did that, okay, I got these values. Now, I don't care about always getting 17,000 steps. That's a tiring day. But all I did was explore, okay? I can explain about how I achieved this, but all I did was explore where I went on holiday, yeah? That's a workout. That was my peak. I built to that over the year, and that's what we do as a family. We go out on days out. And even, you wouldn't believe it, but even mowing the lawn, doing house stuff, right? The washing, the dishes, the dishwasher, all those things, cleaning the floor, literally think Karate Kid and wax on, wax off. It's literally that. Because all this stuff, you wouldn't think about it. But if you saw that just that day, that was the first day we went here, didn't we have to pack up, get in a car, go somewhere, unpack. Didn't have to look after the kids, clothe them, dress them. We had to go find food, hunt for the food, yeah, explore the area, find out where the local shops are and all that, and then pack all the stuff and get the stuff. Now, I'm aiming this particularly at people who are parents and you really have no time or money. And I have no time and money, yeah, because I've got, dad, let's do this all the time. If they see that I have free time, my kids fill it for me, okay? So, rather than complaining at the kids and going, I can't do this, I've got to do all this other stuff, well, I have to work, I have to get the job done, I have to then be with my kids, so I'd rather use my kids to play and have adventures, and you're going to spend money on your kids anyway, so why not make it fun? That's all this is about. So all this is a whole load of, look at all that we did, loads of stuff. Look at him, he's on the floor, playing around, mucking about. Copy your kids. Your kids are literally the healthiest thing around, and look at that food. I'll eat stuff like that all day. I can quite happily do that. Stuff on me wobbles because I like to enjoy my food, but I'm not too big. I can fit in the same clothes I have for years, and I'll always be able to. I do get a bit bigger over winter. I lose it over the summer, like we used to. All right? So these are memories. Look at these memories. 22,000 steps this day. What I did this particular one is this holiday is I really explored the first few days, and then I got tired. It did hit me a bit. And then I chilled out and did nothing. And basically, isn't that a dream? I mean, this is just a normal holiday, isn't it? This is Weymouth. People have been there. We did the Jurassic Coast, played with the kids. That's all we did, yeah? But because I learnt about human performance, I can see how what our ancestors did, the things we now take for granted, that's the point. They're now listed as activities of daily living. There's a lot of different names they give them, which is annoying. It's the same as fibre. Fibre means nothing. It's actually non-starch polysaccharide. When you start to understand these things, you start to understand the impact they have on your body. You understand why they're good for you. But what I want to show you is that ultimately you adapt to the experiences that you put your body through, because it doesn't know what you need it to do. It can only respond to what you do. So in a gym, you only pick stuff up and put it down in the same place, and you'd never do that in real life unless you were cleaning something. You'd pick it up and put it down. Otherwise, you would always move it somewhere. With your kids, all right, you might pick them up and put them down, but otherwise, no, you pick them up and put them to bed, put them somewhere else. Now, those are all different movements. Your body actually sees them as all different movements, and you need to coordinate them as such. So you need to be strong in all sorts of planes and all sorts of angles. It's much more complicated than anyone tells you, and I find people in gyms do not have a clue. They haven't studied for 3 years, they've studied for 2 days. With nutritionists, they only care about the chemicals. That's what annoys me. They don't even understand that when food goes into you, you have to chew it, you have to eat it, put it down into your stomach, and then it becomes a soup. And then it has to go through an acid system and then an alkaline system. That's the most basic part of digestion. And then through the digestion, it's a hole where nothing's actually inside you. Weird, but that's true. Think of a worm. A worm is how it works inside you, and it's a moving stomach. And at times, things are pulled out of the stomach, and at times they're put back in. That'll be water, that'll be nutrients. And how that works actually affects how you feel. And it takes time, it takes hours. Quite often around 18 hours, or it should do. If it's too quick, you've got problems. If it's too slow, you've got problems. Okay? Now that's detail. But rather than talk about all that, I'm saying go do this. This will take care of you. You see? Play. Now you can't do that every day, but you can play with your kids. You can go and have a look. This is just us. I mean, it just looks so cute there, isn't it? Skimming stones. Yeah? That's how you work on your throwing. That's how you do a workout. Look, you know? I can easily put my back out, or I often do, because I'm just mucking about. Yeah? So, because I'm studying human performance, I know how to fix things. I know how to achieve what I achieve, or I'm learning, is the truth. Because nothing taught me everything. You learn a bit, you go out, you apply it. That is what all these are, and I'm just showing you tons and tons of photos of us having fun. And over time, I'm showing you this because this is stuff you want to do. Cleaning your house at home isn't the exciting stuff. No, but actually, on holiday, you have to do similar things. And all the stuff you do at home is what you naturally do. You move in natural ways, which builds you for when you go on holiday. And again, you want to move in natural ways. That is all you have to do. You don't need money. You don't need loads of skills. You don't need to be amazingly fit, doing amazing things. Romans were fit and they did normal things. And rather than thinking I need to be Roman, just think of Downton Abbey or anything set in like the 20s. Nobody ran there. No one had loads of money. They just lived. Okay? They just went and had a bit of fun. That is what this is about. So this is still quite a long video, I think. But anyway, yeah, so subscribe, comment, let me know how I can improve this. I wanted you to see the adventures. I'm putting some short videos together to go into more detail about what you do here. But you get good at what you do regularly. So do the things regularly you want to do. Go out and have days out. Practice for that and build them into adventures and build them into holidays and fun. Right now, use the fact that you'll have to look after whatever you're in, your house, wherever you stay. Look after your roof, hunt for food, go to the shops, do those things. I'll show you over time the simplest little things that are now no longer valued. But those are the things that actually kept us strong. Not all the stuff we now value. We have literally our values completely messed up. It's the small, free and cheap that matters, not the big, expensive and what you're told. Okay? So, like, subscribe, tell me what you want to see. Thanks, guys. Take care.